Seattle Seahawks.
Please welcome your 2026 Seattle Seahawks.
Here's Jason Myers to get this one going. And away we go from Lumen Field. Here's Jordan Whittington on the return. That's some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. It's a 17-year pro steering this ship, Brock, an active leader in basically every passing category and continuing to try and build that Hall of Fame case. Matthew Stafford.
All this guy did was lead the Rams to the playoffs for the third time in 4 years, Kate, a season ago. Getting them their first postseason win, in fact, since Super Bowl 56. This guy, he already sits top 10 in career completions, yards, and touchdowns. He's been the model of consistency.
First carry now for Kyron Williams. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Draw play. This is Williams. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Tackle made by the rookie from South Carolina, Nick Emanwari.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling. And they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
Third down here, need 8 on the play. Throw here, third down. Throw right side, caught by Smith. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he's there to make the fair catch right at the 10-yard line. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out, one of the league's best stories from last season, wasn't he? A former number 3 overall pick, coming off that career-defining year, Sam Darnold.
He was a comeback story that nobody, and I mean nobody, saw coming. But he paired with head coach Kevin O'Connell, threw a whole bunch of touchdowns in Minnesota. Remember, Kate, he was an MVP frontrunner early last season. Exactly why the Seahawks targeted him, wanted him, and now have him in the fold.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
Only took him one play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line. First down, and they go right back to it. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
Kid, I think I can even feel it up here in the booth. You feel this offensive line just gaining confidence. When you get chunk run after chunk run in this league, boy, those big guys say feed the run game.
Going to the ground again on first. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Staying with Walker. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Going is Darnold on third down. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them.
Yep.
The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
And it can't hurt you with a return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? This one flies out right around the 15-yard line. Now, I think they're going to have to stop things here. Yep, and they just did. One of the Rams is hurt, is going to need some help out there. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Stafford from the gun. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
They take the handoff now. Stafford. McCullough here. He's got it. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Give him 25 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Rams first down. It's a gain of 25 yards. First down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
So first down from the 41. On the play fake, here's Stafford. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of second down.
A loss of 9 yards. It's second down.
A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Rams football. They have second and pretty long here. Motion the tight end over. Stafford now. Finds a man right side. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. 3rd and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
Ethan Evans on that a punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. The Seahawks are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
On 2nd and 10 now. Darnold. But he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
That was pretty cool right there. I mean, that is an underrated effort on that play from his target, hustling and bustling his way to make sure he was in the neighborhood of that throw. So the Zebras, they couldn't penalize the throwaway.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Running back motions right. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series, and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Seahawks bringing out the punt team. Back deep for the Rams, it's Xavier Smith. And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35. Out come the Rams on offense. By this point, partner, they're through that opening script, through trying to establish their offense, and yet still no points. Thinking it might be time to start switching things up a little bit, tear up the old game plan and start fresh.
Well, I promise you that's what's buzzing on the headsets and over on the sidelines and in the huddle. Got to find a way to just get into some sort of rhythm.
Here's Williams to start the drive. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
At the 39-yard line.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. This one falls incomplete.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll throw, 3rd and long. This is complete, downfield to Smith. He has this down to the 34. They get 27 on the play. And the Rams have the 1st down.
1st down, Rams.
Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Here's a give on the jet sweep. And they were ready for this one. No running room at all. He's taken down behind the line.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
Offense to the line. 2nd down. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Go left side, taken in by Adams. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. So here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. This will be a 45-yard look from the left hash. Mevis able to knock it through. And not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Lumen Fields coming right up. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Here's Young to return this. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Seahawks offense taking the field now. And coming off our first points of the ball game, they're going to take over now trailing 3-zip. First call here coming from the shotgun. Tight end in motion left. Throwing on first. Here's Darnold. Cooper Kupp makes the play. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
From the gun, Darnold. Right side, He's got it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Here's Darnold, first and 10. That throw behind his intended target. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's second down coming up.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10. Walker now from the gun. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a third and 10. Air it out on third. He's got Shaheed. And he's tackled for a short gain. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Michael Dixon on the punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. The Rams are going to get the football one last time in this first half. Holding just a field goal lead. Probably going to see them play it close to the vest in the time we've got remaining. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. Stafford now on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. He's going to be stopped right around the 37. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
We've set it down from 37. First down throw here for Stafford. Completed left side to Smith. He's quickly taken down with a gain across midfield. They're now to the opposing 47. Now the Rams are going to use their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Shotgun snap to Stafford. And this won't be caught. The clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Back to the air we go on second. Stafford. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. It's Stafford once more. Short pass brought in. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
So here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. It's no good, and had the leg, but is aimed wide right. And they are unable to double their lead.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Looking to throw. He's going to let this fly towards the end zone. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our studios in Orlando. Scott Hansen with you, and we'll keep it brief because the scoring has been brief. Just one field goal as we play on 3-0. I was promised there'd be touchdowns, so let's find out if we could get one in the 3rd quarter. Send it back out to our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime reports. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. Here's Evans set to kick this away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed finds some space. He's past the 30. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. So as we get set to begin the 3rd quarter, it's the Seattle offense who's going to be out there first. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. New set of downs for them from the 31. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And that play right there, Brock, is this game in a nutshell. No points, but plenty of struggles.
What did the late, great John Wooden used to say? Never confuse activity for achievement. We've not seen much achievement today.
Here's Darnold. Complete out to the right side. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
A gain of 2. Next makes it 3rd down and 10.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Running back sent in motion. Excellent. No place for him to go here. The Rams rush all over him. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback. And they didn't either.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. The Rams set to go on offense once more. They left a few on the table their last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal, trying to miss the mark. First down now, ball at the 33. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
And the Rams, first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First and 10. Here's Stafford. Throw right side, caught by Smith. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Adams put in motion right. On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. Big strike here to Williams. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play. And a Rams first down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio. This guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
He has room past the 25. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Rams have the first down.
First and 10 at the 21.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Right back to Williams on first down. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground with Williams. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Rams ball. We'll see if they can hang on to this lead till the end. Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Stafford from the gun. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams make it a 9-point advantage. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams make it a 10-point ball game.
Seahawks, nothing.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Shaheed now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Seahawks offense running out now. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be a sky high right now.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. Walker on 1st down. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. 1st and 10. Darnold. Completed over the middle. He'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Throwing the out route, complete. A solid gain there. He gets him across the 45 before he goes out. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 from the 43. They kick the running back in motion. Now Darnold. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Give him 13 on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
2nd and 6 coming up here. And again, it's Darnold. Finds him on the crossing route. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Oh, he's got it. It's in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. From the gun, Darnold. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
On 3rd and goal, Darnold. Cut near the goal line. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks got to score in a hurry. Jason Myers out there now to try a field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. This is a chip shot from the left hash. Tracking for it, and it's good! And it pulls him back within 1 score here in the 4th.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick, or send it deep.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Corum now on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. Their lead's still more than a field goal, thankfully, should the worst happen, Brock. But obviously the goal here is to hang on to the ball and try to run this game out.
Yeah, the goal is to get to the best formation in the history of offensive football. The victory formation.
The victory formation.
That is all that you're thinking right now is just make these plays, run out this clock so we could take one more knee and celebrate.
Williams now on 1st and 10. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go.
At the 26-yard line.
Gave away a couple on the 1st down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Another run for Williams. He's tackled after a gain of about 6. It's 3rd down now. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. They put a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Rams.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Line up the design keeper. A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. draw it up for him. So it's the Rams who take this one on the road. And it still shows up as a victory for them, Brock, whether they score 50 or they have a rough day putting points on the board. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are winners as we say so long from Seattle.